to another episode of Cube Conversations. I'm joined by someone slightly different today, our newest member of our team, Chloe.
Hello.
In our lovely studio. Again. Chloe, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm Chloe. I just started here this week at Cube as a performing arts tutor. So I'm going to be working at the Arts College here, also across some of the other centres. So I'm very excited to go and meet everyone, the whole team at Cube.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you. Chloe's joined us so that we can give arts to all the rest of our centres, as well as have some extra hands at our arts college, our brand new arts college,
That's it, yeah.
Because we've just done a rebrand. We're no longer Arts Academy, we're the Arts College now, which is really, really exciting. But today I've just brought Chloe in to have a little bit of a chat about her experience, what she's been doing, and what she's excited to do at Cube. So maybe let's start with your experience. So what have you been up to before you started working for Cube?
So I've been living in London. I trained in London in musical theatre and been teaching in London. A lot of schools, primary schools, a lot of younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to kind of be teaching, especially a different age group.
Yeah.
So I was working, teaching, come back to Northampton now, and looking to do, I do a lot of singing gigs,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm looking to do some teaching work alongside that. So that's kind of what I'm up to at the moment.
Lovely. How did you find living in London?
I loved London, always wanted to move to London, and I loved being in London. But it is nice to be back in Northampton, because London is just crazy, and it's so nice to go and visit and then come back to the quiet of Northampton, definitely.
The hustle and bustle over
It
there,
is.
I imagine
It is a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Could you tell me a little bit more about the course that you studied when you were in London?
Yeah, so I trained at the London School of Musical Theatre. It was a one-year course, and it was very much just a vocational course. There was no coursework or written work involved. So we really just focused on singing, dancing and acting across the year. It was a really small group, which was lovely.
Yeah.
And we got to work with lots of people in the industry on lots of different projects.
Yeah.
And it was very much just like hands-on straight away, because it was only 1 year. You just kind of got thrown into it, got stuck in straight away. But that was the best thing for me, especially at the time. But it was an amazing place, and I made lots of very good friends there. So yeah.
What would you sort of say the highlight of your training whilst you were there was?
The highlight of my training, oh gosh,
Difficult question.
it is a difficult question. Well, I won the dance performance award, so that was obviously a really important thing for me. And because I hadn't gone to drama school, I always wanted to go to drama school, and then I kind of didn't go until I was in my mid-20s, and hadn't actually danced again for a few years. And then when I got back to drama school, it kind of always loved dancing, but it kind of brought that back for me, and became more of a prominent thing in my life. So then it was really nice to obviously get that award, and now dance is such a huge part of my life again, which is great.
I feel like nobody prepares you. When I was younger, I performed so much, and then as soon as I hit adulthood, the opportunities just weren't
They
there
really
anymore.
do. They just kind of
they
disappear, they just fade away, unless you obviously find them for yourself, which is really difficult. With the performing industry, it is so difficult. It's even after drama school, they don't prepare you for our school was very good at that. They were you're not going to leave and go on the West End, you're not going to get a job. But it is it's like when you're performing every day to then just have nothing.
No one wants to.
And it's that's why I love keeping up with my singing, and obviously teaching performing arts is just amazing, just to still be around it, because otherwise it's
you lose it, don't you?
That's it. And it's such an important thing, especially when you're growing up, it's your whole life. And
then all of a sudden you're not performing anymore.
Yeah.
What do I do? I don't know about you, but I found when I first started teaching, I hadn't performed for a few years, and I was oh wait, it's really nice to be back involved with it, because you just lose it a little bit.
That's it.
Nobody wants you.
No, I know. And it's so easy to just kind of sit back and let it run away, and because you've got to work and you've got to do all the other things in your adult life, but then it's there are ways to grasp onto it still, and that's I'm lucky that I get that's a part of my life.
When you're a performer as well, you don't lose it. I feel like if you've got the creative bone in your body,
it's always good. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's like an itch you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as well, you mentioned that you'd worked a lot with kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you just like to talk about sort of that role and what you sort of learned through it?
Yeah, I was very lucky that I got to teach. I got to teach in all different parts of London.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, a lot of the teaching that I was doing was through schools, so like after school club, which I really enjoyed because it's maybe children that are not necessarily are going to like a Saturday school or going to like dance and drama isn't their whole life, but like they're doing an hour after school of it, and that was quite nice because you just got to see different kind of kids taken to it, and in a different kind of environment, and just so many more different personalities, all different backgrounds and all different ages, and them just coming in after school for an hour and just unwinding from the school day and just having an hour to do something like dance or drama, and how much they actually loved that. And I never really had a bad experience with it. Like 9 times out of 10 they loved it, and we were just like, shall we do this? And they were like, yeah. And it was just so nice to see them so like enthusiastic.
Oh yeah, lovely. Did you face any challenges whilst you were doing it?
Always. Yeah. Especially as I used to teach a lot of little ones, like really little ones. Yeah. Even like ones that like kids camp, like before they're even old enough to go to school, like 4 years old, and it's like their first experience of being out of the house from 9 to 4, 5 days a week, and like you just see that they're like exhausted, and it's like it's just so little, and like that's a challenge because it's so new to them, but it's okay because they're just so little, bless them.
I think it's so important though, because I used to teach little ones, like 3, 4 years old, and I always will stand by how important it is for them to get into things like that so early on, because what maybe parents don't realise or the kids don't realise is by putting them in that environment, even though it's really challenging and they're probably thinking, oh, I just want to go home, you're shaping their future because you're showing them that it's important to do things.
It is.
You don't quite feel like it.
That's it.
To be committed.
And just like a sense of routine and a sense of like listening to a teacher and like working in a whole group of people. Yeah. You learn a lot.
And sometimes they come to you before they go to school as well, don't they? So actually you're setting them up for when they go to school. Yeah, it's so important.
That's it, yeah.
But how have you found just sort of coming from working with kids to working with adults? It must be quite a change. Do you notice a shift, or do you feel it's sort of natural for you?
It's felt natural in the sense that it doesn't feel more challenging, and it does feel different though, definitely, because I mean with children, when you're such an early stage and you've really got to introduce really important like disciplines and morals and like how we talk to people, and so it's kind of nice to kind of with adults you can kind of take a step back from that because it's such a supportive environment as well, and everyone wants to be here so much, and all the clients love their time here, so that's different in a sense that it's kind of felt like more of a supportive whole environment.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those as well, isn't it? Because I don't know about you, but when I started, I wasn't quite sure how far I could push. With kids, you've always got a boundary. Like, you know, you can't do something super complicated because it just is out of their age range. Whereas these guys, like, pretty much anything you give them, they're like,
let's do it. Yeah, and that's
for me. I was like, well, hang on, like,
I know.
we can actually do some complicated stuff here, and they properly feed off it. So
that's it.
I don't know. As a teacher, I feel it's really nice because actually it's challenging for me. Like I'm like,
definitely,
how can I push myself to sort of match what they need from me as well?
Yeah, nice.
So I guess sort of next question would just be, what are you most excited for being at the Cube?
Well, gosh, I'm excited for a lot of things. I'm excited for like obviously the shows and the competitions that are coming up, and like always working towards something is like very exciting because just working towards a show in itself is just a very exciting thing. Like that never dies. The excitement that comes from putting on the show is so exciting. I'm definitely excited to become part of the team and become a familiar face everywhere and kind of walk in every day and just see lots of friendly faces, like really excited. And I'm definitely excited to go to all the other centres and get to work with all different people, because obviously we've got like amazing clients that come here every day, but it's also so nice to take all of our performing arts to other places that aren't having it all day every day, and let everyone experience it, because that's what we love doing.
I mean, I think the guys here have already welcomed you. They
really have, yeah.
They're like, Chloe, come on,
yeah.
you're part of the team.
Yeah, but they really have.
It's just so nice for them to have a fresh person, and I think it's really nice for them to know that, like, when we'll say, oh, you're going to Clark Road or you're going to here, they all know each other, so it's really nice for them to know that their friends are doing the same sort of stuff, and they can
very true,
sort of compare notes. And for the other centres, so lovely as well that they get to be involved even from afar. Yeah. Because although, you know, we really encourage people to come here, it's sometimes difficult and you just can't facilitate all the time everyone being here, but you take it to them and they'll just have the best time, and they're very lucky to sort of have you being able to do that. So it's really exciting.
It is, yeah.
Chloe's taken over doing our one-to-ones for us, so anyone who's doing lambda, singing, anything like that, Chloe is taking as well, which is really exciting, because again, just another chance for our clients to sort of do development of their skills and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I think one-to-ones are so important, and that's where you really like grow in confidence, and also that's where you can kind of notice not people that are going under the radar, but like things that like people really surprise you in one-to-ones, because they have that trust and that kind of space where it's just them, and like that's what it's a game changer. I think
it helps as well, because ultimately, you know, our clients, the aim is to get them into things, like whether that be performances or even just auditioning, you know, or gigs, job opportunities, apprenticeships. We want to get them there, and the one-to-ones are such a good way of sort of honing in on those skills that they would need to be able to do that sort of stuff.
That's
so
it,
it just opens a whole new
definitely
world of things, which is so exciting. Okay, so next question, maybe let's talk about teaching a little bit. What would you say, as a teacher, tutor, your sort of most important morals are, most important qualities?
I think patience is very important, because you don't want to react too quickly to things. You've got to give people time always, and patience is very important. And like giving somebody a chance, and like letting them go wrong. Like, it's so important to go wrong, because then you can kind of figure out how to get it right. And I just like, I would like to feel like as a teacher, they're not like nobody's scared to get something wrong, because then you're never going to kind of like flourish if you're never getting it wrong and improve it. If you're always kind of like going at the same pace because you're scared to like take a risk, then you don't see those big improvements. So I think that's definitely a big thing.
100%. And as well, the going wrong, it's so important to, well, I don't know about you, I go wrong all the time. Like,
all the time.
Teaching dance, and then I'm like, and this is a step, they're like,
no, it's,
right. You have to show them that, oh, it's okay to do it wrong and proud, but, you know, you learn from it, and then that's actually what teaches you. Like, the bits that you get wrong are the bits you'll never forget when you get them right.
And it's like, it's really difficult to like strive for perfection, because you're never going to achieve perfection. I mean, obviously we're all our worst critic, and like if you watch a performance of yourself back, like 9 times out of 10 you'll like focus on the bad things, and it's like you're just never going to be perfect. It's not like an idea of perfect. So like, that's why you've got to allow those things to go wrong, so that you get more comfortable with the end result.
Exactly. And I think it's so important for these guys here as well, because like, we want them to do their best, and that's like, that's the most important thing. Everything we do here is to push them to their potential, like their best potential, but never so much so that they feel that they can't do it because they have to be perfect all the time. It's actually, I feel like it's the individualities and things that make stuff
exciting.
Exactly.
Exactly. It really is, Like nobody, like nothing is entertaining if it's all just polished and perfect.
Yeah. You want to see the little quirks.
Of course you do. Yeah. Yeah. That's what people love. That's what when you see like. Even like all those people on TV that everybody loves, those famous faces. Everyone's so different. Yeah. Like that's what we all love them for.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Okay, so I guess sort of Chloe's literally been with us for a day and a half. Yeah. She has been thrown into the deep end. I was like, Chloe, we're filming the podcast.
I know.
Today. But so far, how have you felt? Like, how's the sort of vibe been? Have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, it's been great. Like, it's so nice to walk into a space where like just felt so welcome from like the first second walking in, and it even just felt that just like the start of like my recruitment process with the Cube. It's very like refreshing and yeah, it's just lovely, and I'm really enjoying it and excited to kind of meet everybody. Yeah, like it's only been 2 days,
and I think you'll find, honestly, I think you'll find across the whole team that you feel the same, because as a company, not to blow the trumpet, but so person-centred.
Yeah,
and, like, you're not just a number. You're not just this. Like, they really care about you.
Yeah,
and they'll always make sure their staff are okay and everything. And we have such a lovely team, like across all the centres. Everyone is so excited to have you. When I said like, Chloe's coming round, they were like, "Oh my gosh, amazing! Is this every week?" I said, "Yeah, she'll be there." Like,
I love that. That's great.
They'll be so welcoming to you. But I'm really like happy to hear that you felt positively towards.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a positive vibe, because that's what we want.
Yes,
team spirit.
Exactly. It's so nice to be part of the team, and like everybody have the same kind of interest, in the sense that we just want to enjoy ourselves and like do something that we're passionate about. Yeah. And it's just as simple as that.
That's it. Did you find when you were teaching in London that you did a lot of solo teaching?
Lots of solo teaching, yeah. Like everything. I do the odd thing with like other teachers, which I really loved, because I feel like I've learned so much of my teaching has actually come from like other teachers. I'm watching them teach, and like, oh, I'll do a bit of that, and I'll do a bit of that.
Sorry everyone, here comes Joel. Hello Joel.
Hey Bella. Hey Chloe.
Hey Joel, say hi to the podcast.
Oh.
Look, come here. Come. Look. Say hi.
Oh, hi.
Here's Joel, everyone.
Yeah.
Are you just about to go home?
Yeah, so I was just about to go home like Shami.
And how was your day?
Yes, it was good.
What did you do?
Well, yeah, I was Corny Collins in Hairspray. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It's a big role.
Yeah, it was a big role.
And are you going to do some music editing this evening?
Of course.
Yeah, Joel is our chief music producer, aren't you?
Oh, yes. And Bella, I have to ask you, Bella, did you go to the gym at Sixfields before work? My mum thinks she saw you, but wasn't sure if it was you.
It was me.
Before work today?
Not today. I go most mornings though. Yeah.
Okay,
so
most mornings, yeah.
You can tell her that, that was me.
Speak to my mum Thursday night.
Yeah, tell her you saw Bella you did see Bella at the gym.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Of course.
You're gonna go home. Gonna go home now.
Yes.
Alright, well, lovely to see you. See you on Friday.
See you Friday.
Bye, Joel. Thank you.
God, that's some serious dedication.
I know, sorry, I can't have
That's
myself.
so good.
I'm there at like 7 o'clock.
Fair play, that's good.
I'm trying to force myself to be a morning person, because
I feel that,
otherwise, you just, like, I need the motivation for the day.
The thing is, it's not going to come from like 4 o'clock onwards.
No,
if it's happening, it's happening in the morning.
This is it.
I get that.
By the end of the day, like, when you've done 3 dance sessions, like, you ran a whole show and stuff.
Yeah, the energy
I
is.
can't. Yeah. As much as I'd love to, like, and to be honest, in the mornings it's quiet, which is my main thing, because you go at rush hour and it's like,
it's the worst, isn't
can't
it?
use any machines, can't do anything.
You just lose momentum because you're just like,
exactly. And then it's just like, well, I might as well go home because I can't do anything.
Yeah,
so, yeah, force myself. Anyway, back to solo teaching.
Solo teaching.
What were you saying?
I was saying that I learned so much off of other teachers.
Yeah.
So it is nice to be around other teachers, definitely. And solo teaching, I mean, but then also I learned a lot from solo teaching because it's just you.
Yeah.
So like, if you're in that situation, then you've got to deal with it.
Yeah, you
like,
have to trust yourself, don't you? Like, so much.
Majorly. I used to actually do a lot of like theatre sensory with parents and babies, which is like, oh, I mean, it's so cute. Like, if you're having a bad day, you're just going to spend half an hour in the room full of babies. Like, it's so cute. But with that, this is why you cannot like have perfection, because you're never going to teach a perfect class because they're babies.
Yeah.
So they're going to be screaming, or they're going to need feeding, or they're going to need anything changed. So that taught me a lot, because you can't just have a flow of your lesson. Like, you're going to get interrupted, which is fine.
And you have to just be able to.
You just have to be able to carry on with it or adapt to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to be in different environments, because you learn so much from every environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
You're right as well. I think watching other tutors sort of do their thing inspires you, doesn't it? I think all of my teaching style has come from other people. Like, obviously you have your own things that you sort of create, but a lot of it's stuff you pick up on the way. And like even down to like the games you play, or the way you do your warm up. Like, it all comes from the people that have shaped
it is,
you, isn't it?
Honestly, I'll be like, I'll steal that, I'll do that, I'll do that. It's so good.
But it makes you a better teacher, because you know you're using lots of different sort of brains instead of just your own brain. So
definitely.
It's lovely to be back part of a team.
It is so nice to be part of a team, because I just love being around people, and it's just and it's just great, because teaching is all about everybody else as well. Like, it's not about you, it's about everybody else. So it is nice to have all of that energy off those people to bounce off of.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's been lovely to chat to you.
Yes, thank you for having me on the
That's
podcast.
We've covered lots of ground, I think.
We really have.
I'm so excited to have you on the team. I feel like we've got lots of great things in store.
Yes.
It'd be so nice, like we said, to get to the other centre. So nice that you're doing all the one-to-ones.
Yeah.
And help us put our show together, which is on April the 13th.
There you go.
Don't get the website. Please come and see us. We've put in so much hard work.
Book your tickets now.
Exactly.
We're going to have a great show.
It is brilliant. We ran the whole thing through today for the first time, and
it was
you're
great.
in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Really good.
But it's been lovely to chat to
Yes,
you.
and you. Thanks for having me
That's
on.
okay. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you for our next episode of Cube Conversations next week. Peace out.